Hello, and welcome to this lectionary reflection for Year B, Epiphany 6, or the last week of Epiphany, known as Transfiguration Sunday. Perfect light of revelation, as you shone in the life of Jesus, whose Epiphany we celebrate, so shine in us and through us, that we may become beacons of truth and compassion, enlightening all creations with deeds of justice and mercy. Amen. A reading from the Holy Gospel of Mark, chapter 9. 6 days later, Jesus took with him Peter and James and John and led them up a high mountain apart by themselves. And he was transfigured before them, and his clothes became dazzling white, such as no one on earth could bleach them. And there appeared to them Elijah with Moses, who were talking with Jesus. Then Peter said to Jesus, "Rabbi, it is good for us to be here. Let us make 3 dwellings, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." He did not know what to say, for they were terrified. Then a cloud overshadowed them, and from the cloud there came a voice, "This is my Son, the Beloved. Listen to him." Suddenly they looked around. They saw no one with them anymore, but only Jesus. As they were coming down from the mountain, he ordered them to tell no one what they had seen until the Son of Man had risen from the dead. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. You see before you some images, and I'll draw your attention first to this image all the way here on the far left. This is an image depicting the Old Testament reading for this Sunday, where Elijah is brought up into the heavens on a chariot of fire. Brought up into the heavens, and that comes from the Old Testament. And then there's a series of images depicting the gospel reading from today, the Transfiguration. We have 2 more modern style art here. In fact, this is the same picture painted in different ways of the Transfiguration. Jesus in all white, surrounded by 2 heavenly figures, Elijah and Moses, the disciples cowering in fear. This one also shows other people to capture the scene, but one that maybe represents the gospel reading a bit more carefully. Here is Elijah, and here is Moses. They're holding the 10 Commandments. And Jesus in all white, with the disciples here cowering in fear. There's these words that come from Jesus, about Jesus, from God, and they mirror the words at the baptism of Christ, in which a voice comes from heaven saying, "You are my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." And now we hear, "This is my Son, my beloved. Listen to him." As you dwell on and reflect on the Transfiguration, reflect on the similarity of those words. Reflect on the connection between Elijah being brought up into heaven and the Transfiguration, when heaven is glimpsed at here on earth. And reflect on those words to the disciples, "Tell no one until the Son of Man has been risen from the dead." I'll draw your attention now to this one last image depicting the Transfiguration. Jesus, Moses, Elijah. And with that, we'll close with the Our Father. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Let us bless the Lord. Thanks be to God.